God's blessings, people of hope. Well, one of my goals this summer is to teach my son how to swim. I think it's really important that he learns to, well, do more than sink. And I find it fascinating. I've worked with kids a long time. I used to lifeguard a long time ago. And it was always interesting to see kids grow up. When my kid was 2, 3, 4, they would jump off of anything with no hesitation. If I held my hands out and said, jump, they didn't care if they were jumping down the stairs, off the couch, into the pool. They had perfect faith that I would catch them and that they would land safely. As I get older, I will still occasionally mess with my kid and go, jump. And my youngest son will still at 6, 7, he'll make that jump, although he'll stop for a moment and see what he's jumping into. My older daughter, who's 12 going on 13, Dad, I'm too big for you. Dad, this isn't safe. Now you could say the trust in me has diminished, or you can say she's become more aware of the limitations the world has. But God calls himself our Father. And he looks at you and he says, you're my kid. The kid jumps and the kid trusts. As we grow up as Christians, you get that initial faith and you're so excited because of what God can do and has done. And when God says jump, you jump with abandon. But there are also times where we know how the world works. We get jaded. We know our limitations, and we often want to put limitations on God. Oh, God can't. And so we hesitate to trust. Maybe it's a problem at work and we know what should happen. No, God's not going to intervene with this. This is just a little thing. Maybe it's a big thing like a disease that's, science has already said this is what has to happen. God can't. Why does he tell us to have a childlike faith? Because a childlike faith doesn't tell the Father what he can and can't do. Why do we get jaded as we grow up? Because we understand what the world says we can and can't do. There are times where that childlike faith is needed. There are also times that adult level of responsibility and dedication is needed. The Bible challenges you. Have a childlike faith and a disciple's, an adult's dedication to the Word. I want you to think about what this week and what your faith would look like if you put those two together. Or, as I'd like to call it, think or swim. Do 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 do. Na na na. Do 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 do.